PDF can be obtained by differentiating the CDF here. We know that the PDF can be obtained by differentiating the CDF here. So let us do that one here. Okay, so taking next place. And also this concept is based on the concept like conservation of probabilities here. So you can take the above expression, the above relation. You can take the above relation. The above relation expresses the conservation of variables, conservation of probabilities, conservation of probabilities. So by using that concept, it has been derived here, conservation of probabilities. Okay. So now you can take the PDF of random variable y. The PDF of random variable y is obtained by the PDF of random variable y is obtained by differentiating CDF of random variable y here. Differentiating CDF of the random variable y. So that is given by so small f y of cap, that is small f denotes the PDF here. Okay, so this can be obtained by, so if I'm going to differentiate the d by dy of fy of y, so this is nothing but, so differentiating the, okay, so differentiating the with respect to the f of fx of y minus b by a here, fx of y minus b by a. So you can see this one, this relation, you can see it here. So this is fy of y. Okay, so this fy of y is obtained by differentiating the CDF of fy of y. So fy of y, we are seeing the this is the thing, but fx of y minus b by a here, fx of y minus b by a. So if I'm going to differentiate y minus b by a, the differentiation of y is 1 here, and the remaining constant is 1 by a we are going to get here. So this will get as fy of y is a thing, but the differentiation of fx is a thing, but it's this one you will get here. The CDF of fx of x will get, sorry, the PDF of fx of x will get here, multiply by 1 by a here. Okay, so you can see, I guess. Okay, you can see now. So concept of so fy of y can be obtained by differentiating the CDF of fy of y here, capital Fy of y here. So this fy of y, we know that in the previous relation it is nothing but fx of y minus b by a, fx of y minus b by a, right? So if I'm going to differentiate this one with respect to y, the differential of y is nothing but 1 here, and the constant 1 by a is it, so that will get here. So if I'm going to differentiate fx, so we are going to get the PDF of fx will get here, PDF of fx will get here. So we can write like this, fy of y is equal to the fx of y minus b by a into 1 by a here. Artha idea of concept. So what we need to do is, okay, so here we have to find the things here. What we need to do is, so here we need to find the in the problem the relation will be given here. The relation will be given y is equal to ax plus b here. We need to find the value of x here. So in this value of x here, if they given the CDF, that's fine. Or else if they given the PDF, what we need to do is we need to replace the x with the y minus b by a here, and multiply with the 1 by a. We need to do it here. So that's the PDF of the new random variable which is called y here. Okay, so that thing we supposed to do it here. Okay, so done, right? And similarly we have, so one more concept is there. So that is which we are going to express in terms of the other Gaussian, normalized Gaussian random variable we are going to express here. Okay, so you can take this is the function you'll get here. Okay, fine. Now let us take here. So on the previous problems, so somewhere in the previous problems we have solved the concept by using the transformation of variables here. So you can take the previous problems we have already solved here. So you can take we have so that is the random variable x we are going to express in terms of the it's a mean here, sigma x into z plus nu x Okay, so usually it is x square is equal to the something, it is z here, sigma x plus z plus nu x here. This problem already we have seen in the some previous classes here. Okay, so here where x is the random variable which is going to express in terms of the other random variable called z, and nu x is the standard deviation of the random variable x, and sorry, sigma x is the standard deviation of the random variable x here, and nu x is the its mean here. Okay, so for such kind of random variable, we can express in terms of the Gaussian CDF. We can express here. We can express in terms of the Gaussian CDF. We can express here. So Gaussian CDF is the for the Gaussian random variable. We can find out the cumulative distribution function here. Okay, so that can be given like this here. So you can take the Gaussian CDF, the Gaussian CDF of the random variable x is given by So the Gaussian CDF of this one is the fx of x. So this in terms of the random variable z we are going to give it here. So that will be equal to the f of z x minus nu x divided by sigma x here. X minus nu x divided by sigma x here. Okay, so that we can express in terms of the normalized Gaussian random variable. So that is the x minus nu x divided by sigma x here. Okay, where this I'm going to call it as this is in term we can call it as a phi of z. We can call it here phi of z, phi. So you're going to call this one as a phi. So you know the difference between pi. So this pi is the thing, this one. This is the thing, this phi here. Okay, so this is phi of z. We are going to call here phi of z. Okay, so you can take where phi of z is a CDF of the normalized Gaussian random variable. It is a CDF of the normalized Gaussian random variable. It is the CDF of the normalized Gaussian random variable. CDF of the normalized Gaussian random variable. Given by. Okay, so now normalized Gaussian random variable. Full stop. The PDF of the normalized Gaussian random variable. The PDF of the normalized Gaussian random variable is given by So for this one, we need to find out the PDF sometimes here, like in the previous expression of how we find the PDF, like that we are going to need to find out here. So that will be given by, so fx of x, so small f denotes a PDF here. So it is the thing, but fz. So similar way by using the transformation. Okay, so we supposed to find out here, like the similar transformation here. Okay, so this will be given by 1 by sigma x here. 1 by sigma x. Okay, so like that, what we use the previous concept here, the same concept here also we are going to follow x minus nu x divided by sigma x. So if you are going to differentiate, the differentiation of that to x is nothing but 1 year. The differentiation of the x is nothing but 1 year. The differentiation of this x is nothing but 1. So it will become 1 by sigma x is the denominator is there. 1 by sigma x will get here. Okay, so you're taken right. One by sigma x will get here. Right, now we can find the expression for this one. Fx of x is equal to the, so the normalized Gaussian random variable we can express like this here. So it is e to the power of minus x minus nu x the whole square divided by 2 into sigma x square. Okay, so we can take the equation. Done. Okay, so just I'm going to recall what are the equations we have seen so far, and I'm going to just check it here. So what will be done is, so the new random variable will be given. So that is y is equal to ax plus b. So assume that already we have the random variable x is there, which is nothing but the Gaussian random variable. Okay, so we are going to find out the we need to find out the PDF of the new random variable y from the PDF of the Gaussian random variable x here. So in order to do this one, the a and b are the constants they will be given. So you're going to express x in we are going from this one, you are going to obtain the value of x here. So like this here, we are going to substitute in the CDF by making use of this relation. By making use of this relation, we are going to substitute here. Okay. By making use of this relation, we are going to substitute here. Afterwards, we are going to differentiate by using this concept here. And we are going to get the PDF of the new Gaussian random variable y we are going to get here. The PDF of the new Gaussian random variable y we are going to get by using this expression here. Okay, this expression. So later in another kind of problem, so this will be expressed as the mean and the variance of the new random variable, which will be expressed here. Okay, so here we need to find out the PDF of the random variable z we need to find out, or the PDF of fx of x we need to find out here. We are going to make use of these expressions we are going to use in the problem. I will tell you how we are going to use this one here. Okay, so for this problem, now what the problem we are doing. So we are going to make use of this set of equations we are going to use, and let us find out the x corresponding value here. So I think everyone taken the equations. So let us use this one. And let us find the corresponding values here. So done. Okay. Okay, fine. So in the last class, we are doing the problem. So this is the problem we are doing in the last class here. Okay. This is the problem we are doing in the last class. So, right. You can see the video. Clarity. Okay. This clarity is okay. Okay, just I'll still can write here. Okay, it's okay. Is it okay? The video clarity? It's blur or is it okay?
Blur, sir.
Blur. Okay, just a second. I'll change the network. Okay, so just a minute. I'll change the network here. Okay, so now it's okay, right?
Yes.
Now you can see the clip. Yeah. So okay, fine. Okay, fine. So here we need to find out the. I'll repeat the problem. So it is given. The random variable is the Gaussian random variable. The mean is given. The variance is given here. So we need to obtain the Gaussian random variable z, the PDF of this one, and also we need to find out the for the new random variable y. We need to find out the its PDF. We need to find out here. Okay. So you've taken the Gaussian distribution formula we have taken in the last class. We substituted the mean and the variance, and we got this one here. Okay. So we got this one here. Now we need to find out the new random variable y we need to find out here. So by using the relations what you are seeing in the previous this concept, let us find out here. Okay, you can take the CDF of the CDF of the random variable y. So it's y, right? Is given by the CDF of the random variable y is given by the CDF of the random variable y is given by. So it is by definition. So we are going to I'm going to use the same set of expressions I'm going to use here, the same set of expressions here. Okay, so it is f y of y. So this is equal to the probability that y can take the value less than or equal to the y. So this is equal to the probability that here in place of x I'm going to use the z here. So z can take the value less than or equal to the y minus b by a, y minus b by a. So here we have. So we have it is given y is equal to 3z plus 7. Y is equal to 3z plus 7. So from this one we can find out z is equal to the y minus 7 divided by 3. Y minus 7 divided by 3. We can find out that one. Okay, so y minus 7 divided by 3. Let us substitute here. So fy of y is equal to the probability that z can take the value less than or equal to the y minus 7 divided by 3. Y minus 7 divided by 3. Okay. So now that is fy of y is equal to fz of y minus 7 divided by 3. Y minus 7 divided by 3. So this is f of z will get here. Fy of y in terms of the f of z will get here. So right. Now what we'll do is, so you can take the PDF is given by the PDF of random variable z is given by the PDF of random variable z is given by, so that is it is nothing but, sorry, random variable y, not z, random variable y. So it is nothing but fy of y is equal to the, so d by dy of, okay, so fz of y minus 7 divided by 3 here, y minus 7 divided by 3, y minus 7 divided by 3. So fy of y is equal to, the differentiation of this one is, okay, so differentiation of y is nothing but 1, and the 1 by 3 is nothing but, you will get as 1 by 3 only. So it will become equal to the, the differentiation of fz is nothing but, it's a PDF will get here, fz of y minus 7 divided by 3. So multiply by the 1 by 3 will get here, multiply by 1 by 3. Got it now? So no confusion in this one. So as per the formulas, what we are seeing, so we are doing here. So fy of y is equal to d by dy of this one. So 1 by a into this one here. The same concept we are doing here. So but we know that, the value of fz is nothing but, fz of z is nothing but, so this is the value of fz of z here. So you can take, we know that fz of z is 1 divided by square root of 2 pi into sigma, okay, z square into e to the power of minus, sorry, I'll write the final expression. So sorry, just you can take this answer, I write it. So fz of z is equal to 1 divided by root of 2 pi into e to the power of minus z square divided by 2 here, z square by 2, okay, z square by 2. Now this is a PDF we have. From this one, fy of y, we want fy of y means, in the fz of z, we need to replace the z with the y minus 7 by 3 here. Wherever z is there, we can replace with the y minus 7 by 3 and scale this one by the 1 by 3 here. Okay, so you got it now. So fy of y is equal to 1 by 3. So wherever the z is there, so here z is there, so it will be replaced by e to the power of minus y minus 7. Okay, so divided by 3 the whole square, so divided by 2 here, divided by 2. Okay, so this is the PDF of the random variable y we are going to obtain here. Or else if you want to simplify, you can write here. So it is 1 by 3 into square root of 2 pi into e to the power of y minus 7, 3 square is nothing but 9, 9 2s are 18 will get here. So minus y minus 7 the whole square divided by 18 will get here. So this is a PDF here of the random variable y. Done? Okay, so fine. I think everyone got this concept. Let us go for one more problem of this kind here. Let us go for the next kind of problem. Okay, any doubts in this problem? Any doubts in this problem? Okay, fine. So take the next problem, the 20th problem. You can take for the Gaussian random variable x, for the Gaussian random variable x, for the Gaussian random variable x, mean is equal to 0, mean is equal to 0, and variance is 1. For the Gaussian random variable x, the mean is equal to 0 and variance 1. Full stop. The random variable y is given by, so y is equal to y is equal to 5x minus 6, 5x minus 6. Find the PDF of random variable y. Find the PDF of random variable y. Find the PDF of the random variable y. For the Gaussian random variable x, mean is 0 and variance is 1. The random variable y is given by y is equal to 5x minus 6. Find the PDF of the random variable y here. Okay. So solution. So given what they given is, so nu x is equal to 0 and the variance sigma x square is equal to 1 here. 1. So we know that what we know is, we know that the PDF of the Gaussian random variable, we know it here. So it is square root of 2 pi into sigma x into e to the power of minus x minus nu x, the whole square divided by 2 into sigma x square here. 2 into sigma x square, sigma square x. Okay, sigma square x we can call. Okay, let us substitute the value of the mean and the variance here. So the variance is 1. So it has become square root of 2 pi into e to the power of x square divided by the value of sigma x square, sigma square x is 1. So it is become this one here. So done. So we have got the PDF of the Gaussian random variable x we got here. The PDF of the Gaussian random variable x we got. Now what shall we do? Let us, by using the transformation of the variables, let us find out the random variable y. So you can take the CDF of random variable y is given by the CDF of random variable y is given by, so your phi of y is equal to the probability that y can take the value less than or equal to y. So it is equal to the probability that x can take the value. So since it is given in terms of the x here, so y minus b divided by a, y minus b divided by a. So here it is given y is equal to 5x minus 6 here. So this implies x is equal to, so y plus 6 divided by 5 will get here. Okay, let us do substitute here. So fy of y is equal to the probability that x can take the value less than or equal to the, so y plus 6 divided by 5. So this relation we got here, it is similar to the previous one. Okay, now the PDF of random variable y we need to find out here. So you can take the PDF of random variable y is given by the PDF of the random variable y is given by, so this will be given by like this here. So by differentiating the CDF, we'll get the PDF here. So it is f y of y. So this is equal to the d by d y of the CDF here. Okay, so that is d by dy of the CDF is, so sorry, I have to write one more step here. So this is fx of y plus 6 divided by 5, fx of y plus 6 divided by 5 here. Okay, so you can write equals here. So it is fx of y plus 6 divided by 5. Done. Okay, now the differentiation of this one is, the differentiation of fx is, it's a small f of x here of y plus 6 divided by 5, and differentiation of y plus 6 divided by 5 is, so 1 by 5 here, 1 by 5. 1 by 5. Now let us substitute. We have fx of x is there. We have fx of x here. So wherever x is there, we can replace with a y plus 6 by 5 here. So therefore, fy of y is equal to, so 1 by 5, we are going to scale it here. So divided by square root of 2 pi into e to the power of minus, in place of the x, we are going to substitute with the y plus 6 divided by 5, the whole square divided by 2 here. The whole square divided by 2. So this is equal to 1 by 5 into root of 2 pi into e to the power of 5 is the 25 here. So e to the power of minus y plus 6 the whole square divided by 25 to the 50 will get here. So this is the PDF of the new random variable y will get here. So right, done. Okay. So similar kind of problem I'll give. So you do it as a homework here. Do this as a homework here. So any doubts? I think no doubts in this problem. So you got the concept here. So right.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
fine. Yeah. So take the next problem. So I'll give in the short form I'm giving here. For the random variable x. For the random variable, sorry, you can take it as y here. You can take for the random variable y. So mean is equal to new y, mean is equal to 0. Variance sigma y square is sigma square y is equal to, it is 1. Okay. So random variable u is given by so u is equal to minus 3y plus 5. U is equal to minus 3y plus 5. Find of u here. So we need to find out the PDF of that one here. So this is, you can take Gaussian random variable, you can take here. This is not normal random variable because for the Gaussian random variable only we can express in terms of this concept here. Okay. So do this problem as the homework here. Do this problem as the homework here. Okay. So it is similar to the previous concept. Okay. So do this as the homework. Taken, right, everyone? Everyone taken the problem now? Okay. Find a few of you. Everyone has taken the problem. Fine. So I'm going to do the new concept I'm going to take here. So new problem. Take the problem number 23. Take for the Gaussian random variable. For the Gaussian random variable. For the Gaussian random variable, x has mean of 75.1, x has mean of 70.1, and standard deviation of 10.2. Yes. Any doubts? A Gaussian random variable, x as mean of 75.1 and standard deviation of 10.2. Evaluate probability 59.9 is less than capital X is less than 81.75. Less than 81.75. Evaluate. Okay. So this one we need to evaluate here. So done. Okay. So this one is based on the concept of what the second topic we are seeing here. So this is yeah. So based on this concept, we are going to make use here. So in the terms of the function pi of z, we are going to evaluate here. So for finding the value of this pi of z here, I'll send you the table in the WhatsApp I have sent here. That is for the normalized Gaussian random variable. We are going to make use of that one here. Okay. So you can take this is a concept of the probability of x here. Okay. So you can take we know that the solution you can take like this. We know that. So that is the fx of x. Fx of x is equal to, okay, the probability of x can take the value less than or equal to x here. The probability of x can take the value of x than equal to x. So similarly, I'm going to take the concept. So probability of x1 is less than x is less than x2. So this can be written as fx of, already we have done this one here, fx of x2 minus fx of x1 here. Okay, so just probability of x1 is less than x is less than x2 can be given by probability of, that is the CDF of fx of x is x2 minus fx of x1. Okay, fx of x1 we know it here. So from this relation, what we have is we have this one. The from this relationship we have that if it is given the mean and the standard deviation is given here. So this can be expressed in terms of the normalized Gaussian random variable. We can express as x minus nu x divided by sigma x. We can express here. Okay, so you can take you can take here. For we know that for the Gaussian random variable, for the Gaussian random variable x, for the Gaussian random variable x. So we can obtain, make use of this equation. Fx of x can be given as pi of x minus nu x divided by sigma x here. Okay, for the Gaussian random variable x, we can express as fx of x is equal to pi of x minus nu x divided by sigma x here. Sigma x. Okay, got it now. So this is a relation already we got here. Already we got in the previous concept we are seeing here. Now what we want is, we want fx of x2 we want here. Fx of x2 means in place of x we have x2 we want here. So we'll substitute as fx of x2, and here in place of x we want x1 here. Let us substitute that one and let us get the answer here. Okay, so got the concept here now. So from this one we can write like this: fx1 is less than x is less than x2. So this can be written as this one, pi of x2 minus nu x2. So x2 minus nu x divided by sigma x. Okay, minus pi of x1 minus nu x divided by sigma x we can write here. Okay, so let us do substitute the value of mean. The mean is it is given the mean of the random variable x is 75.1 here, and the various standard deviation sigma x is nothing but 10.2. Okay, so x2 value is 81.75 and x1 value is 59.9 here. Okay, so let us do substitute here. So the probability that 59.9 is less than x is less than 81.75. So this is equal to the phi of x2. X2 is 81.75 minus the nu x is 75.1 divided by the sigma x is 10.2 minus phi of x1 is 59.9 minus the mean 75.1 divided by 10.2. Okay, so do calculate quickly. Tell me what's the answer you are going to get here. So I'm having the calculator. I'll do it here. Do it fast. So 81.75 minus 75.1 divided by 10.2. So it is 0.65 you'll get here. First one. So you got the same answer. 0.65.
Yes, sir.
0.65 or 0.6520 something.
0.652.
0.652. Okay, 0.652 minus the next one is
minus 1.49.
minus 1.49. Okay, 49 you'll get. Okay, 1.49 here. So these values can be found out by using the Gaussian random variable table. We can find out here Gaussian random variable table. Okay, so everyone got the same answer, right? So in the WhatsApp I sent the Gaussian random variable table. I have sent here. Normally is Gaussian random variable table. So here I have given in the textbook it is given. So this is the table of the Gaussian normally is Gaussian random variable. So I think you can see this one. So I'm keeping here. Okay, or else you can refer in your WhatsApp. You can refer here. So what is there here? So we want to find out the 0.652. We need to find out here. One table of Z is there. Other table of the decimal values are there here. The decimal values are there here. Okay, so you can refer your WhatsApp here. So instead of video, because it's a small letters, you can't see it here. Okay, so what is it? 0.6 is there. We want the 0.652 we want here. So if you go to the next table, you can go to this table here. So 0.65 6 plus 0.05 will become 0.65 will get here. Okay, so we want the 0.652 we want here. So what we can do is, so here you can see 0.7 for the value in the second table. Okay, so 0.6 at 0.05 is, it is 0.7422 is there here. So just I'm going to write the value here. So the value of 0.065, it is 0.7422, 0.7422, and the value of next value we have is 0.066 is there. The next value of 0.066 is 0.7454 here, 0.7454. If you see the difference here, the difference between these two is 32 points is there here. So 32 units. Just I'm going to take the last two decimal, last 2 points I'm going to take here. This is nothing but 32 units here. Okay. So here the difference between 0.65 and 66 is, so we want 0.652 is there here. So what we can do is we can approximate to this one. We can approximate here. Okay. We can approximate that one. So it is 0.7422 is there. The next one is 0.7455 is there. So the difference is 32. Okay. So 32. Okay. So 32. Yeah. The difference is 32 here, and you can see this is 2 is there, 652 and 656 is there. So you can see only the 2 points is there, no 2 points is there, no 2 point difference. So what we can do is not to approximate this one. So for the 32, you can scale it by the 0.2. You can scale it here. 0.2 is the thing, but it's a 20% of that one, no 20% alva. So I'm going to repeat here. So in the table, we don't have the exact value of 0.652 is not there here. Okay. So we don't have the exact value of 0.652 is not there here. 0.652 is not there. So what I did is I take the value of 0.65 and 0.66 I have taken here. So the difference between these two is 32 points is there here. 32 points. Last two decimal values I have taken. 32 points is there. Okay. And 652 is there. You multiply whatever the extra number to this one here. Okay. So extra number to this one. So like you can make it as a percentage, you can multiply here. So 0.2 you can multiply here. So 0.2 into 32 will become 0.6 point something will get here, 6.4 will get here. So what you can do is for the 0.7422, you can add the 6 you can add here. 6 you can add. So this will become, so 32 into 0.2. The 0.2 is these are last values 2 here. I'm going to multiply. So this will become 6.4. So discard this one, take 6, add 6 to the 0.7422 plus 6 you add here, will get the this value you're going to get here. That's the concept you're going to use here. That's the ideal concept too. Okay, I'll explain for the next one. So 0.652 can be taken as 0.7422 plus this value. It is a 0.012306 here. So this will become 0.7428 will get like this here. So like this, we are going to use the concept here. Okay. So similarly, for the next one, pi of minus 1.49. So in the table, we don't have the value for the minus 1.49. So this is the thing, but we can write as, so 1 minus pi of 1.49 we can write here. 1 minus pi of 1.49. So this will become equal to the 1 minus pi of 0.149. So 1.49 is, we have the value for the 1.4. So 1.4 at 9 is, so it is 9.93. So 1 minus 0.9319. 0.9319. So what we can do is, so the difference of this one, how much you're going to get here? How much you're going to get here? So 0.9319. So 1 minus, getting the concept now? So 0.07.
0.0.
Yeah, 0.07 get here.